Listen to another episode of Mr. Allard's Neighborhood. This is the place where you're entitled to Brad's opinion. And now for your host, Brad Allard.
Well, we start another week out here with the ladies in the Burleson chamber. I'll be struggling to get a word in, I bet. Anyway, because these two get together and they start giggling, right? And it's just like, okay, let's reel it back in, ladies. All right.
You look so excited about it.
It's another week, it's just another wonderful week in Burleson, as always. Tomorrow is Super Tuesday, which, you can get excited about that. But, sure. I got a couple of local candidates coming on the next 2 weeks, so I look forward to that. But we're not going to talk politics.
We're not.
No, we're not, because I know the chamber is strictly neutral.
Homie, don't play that.
Yeah. Okay, homie, don't play that. See what I mean? All right.
I hear it.
Anyway, we're going to talk about the showcase that was on a week ago Saturday, which I thought was a really big deal. It was really nice.
Good.
A lot of people I met, a lot of people I met again. I saw them at the last year's.
Yeah.
And then you got a lot going on. You sent us some stuff. What's going on? You got the honey tour. You got the gala. You got the Power Heels. Man, y'all really are working, aren't you?
We got all the things.
Working it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so we're going to talk about all these things. But first, let's run through the sponsors. Many of which are chamber members, like Otto here at our place. I was there last week. I do a lot of my business there. That's where I meet people for this or just for, just to hang out is our place, because it's a real comfortable place. I know what the food's going to be. It's going to be good. The service is going to be good.
You're making me hungry.
Yes, I know. Well, I'll tell you what, making me hungry, I went by Thursday to Gina's, his new outfit.
Is it open?
It's coming in about 2 weeks, I believe.
Oh, hurry up.
They're practicing making pizzas. Yeah, there it is. And he showed me, he sent me that because he put me on one of his screens.
That's greatness.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah, can you get a practice pizza up here?
Yeah.
I asked
we
him
could
about
go
that.
in and taste what.
That's right. You go by and if you see the red truck out there, just go by. Oh, we just want to see how it is. Oh, yeah, pizza? Well, okay.
So excited.
Yeah, and it's really, you and I have been here a long time. You remember Gina's what it used to look like, right? Now it looks like a joint now. It's going to be great. It's like one of those kind of places he's trying to replicate what he grew up with in Chicago. These just mom and pop pizza places.
Is it going to be like Chicago style pizza?
There's going to be all sorts. Now he's going to start off with.
I might be excited.
Yeah, no, he's starting off with the regular pizzas, but pretty soon he's going to have like 3 or 4 varieties. He wants to get. He just doesn't want to jump in the deep end altogether because this is a new thing for him. But I went in there and it's got all this atmosphere going on, and it's going to be lots of fun. And it's probably the only pizza joint you can get a beer with your pizza. Or wine. Beer. Pizza without wine is uncivilized. Anyway, you're like, what are you thinking?
Pizza without wine
or beer? Come on, iced tea. Okay, give me a break. Anyway, thank you, Otto.
Anybody?
Ranch?
Water?
Anyway, Wild Cigar and Culture. Also, they got a lot going on as well. They got a couple of their vendors coming in this week. And they get cigar vendors from all over the country. They're like a known stop for these guys. And so they always got these deals. I was there Thursday as well. I was making rounds Wednesday or Thursday. And they got all the stuff going on. They got a full humidor, all this other stuff. You got to... Yes.
One more reason why you should come to the gala is because they're going to be there for the
sponsor.
Free. No, they're just
Like
going to
the
be there
happy
for
hour
free.
social hour time.
From 6 to 7, they're going to be there.
Well, they're going to be doing a lot of things like that. They're reaching out to a lot of the Burleson businesses and connecting with them to do like these kind of events and whatnot. So, they're like, for example, they're going to be there for the Lost Oak Vineyard Vibes for Harvest House.
Nice.
They're going to be there for that as well. So there you go. Also, thank you to Local Live. Tiffany will be on tomorrow, and that'll be interesting because she's also publicizing that St. Patrick's Day pub crawl. I'm going to ask her all about that. I've always been joking about how everybody becomes Irish for one day, that kind of thing.
Accurate.
It's like everybody becomes Hispanic on Cinco de Mayo and thinks, oh, yeah, of course I am, can't you tell? Anyway, that kind of thing.
Tiff rocks.
Mm-hmm.
I like her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she really does a good job with that magazine. It goes to a lot of homes, and I see it in businesses too. Several copies. And so while you're waiting for your car to be worked on, or you're waiting on this or that, people are scanning through it. So it's getting a lot more eyeballs than just strictly those that get it mailed to. So she does a really good job with that. I look forward to seeing her. Also, thank you to Gala. I've been promoting her May 4th. She's having a Kentucky Derby party. That's when Kentucky Derby is. She's really into horses and all that, and into racing and whatnot. And well, May 4th is going to be a day for Burleson. It's city elections. It's also Lisa Schwartz's City on a Hill, and it's also this goes from 3 to 8. But she got all sorts of stuff. Oh, there's Alex. Okay, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Y'all see him much? Or I mean, he's always gone. Okay, y'all deal with him. So, all right.
Yeah, we have to see him every once in a while.
You have to see him all the time. But you're not very far from him, are you?
No, we're
Yeah.
like
a
we're
stone's
basically
throw.
neighbors.
Yeah, right. Now that they moved across the street or across the plaza, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, he was always close, but now
Yeah.
it's like
Now you just
the
go
same
and
side.
bug
I don't
him
have
if you
to go
want.
across the street.
But Southern Gem's got a lot going on with the jewelry repair in particular. You get a lot of people I talked to and said, "Do they do repairs?" Like, do they do repairs? Boy, yeah. But a lot of people drive like a couple of hours to go to her store.
Wow.
You know, so I don't know. I find that surprising, but it tells you what her reputation is.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is an interesting one. I like Two Maids. Brenda Ramirez runs this, and what they do is they'll perform the job and you rate them, and that's how they get paid. The ladies that do the cleaning or some men are part of their crews, and they do the Windmiller building. They do, like Gala's place in particular. They do houses. They do apartments. They do big buildings like I just mentioned. And this is a kind of a unique pricing system because it's not like I don't know what it is. I don't want to throw it in your number, but it's not like an X amount, and then that's what you pay whether you like the job or not. So you have to be satisfied before they get paid, and so that's a pretty good deal. 817-764-0733 or twomaidscleaning.com/Burleson. And Old Pro Roofing, I always say this is the time to get your roof inspected, not when it's raining. It's a bad time to find out your roof needs work when you see water coming through the ceiling.
That's unfortunate. It's a little too late.
A little too late is right, but you'd be surprised. You think, well, you look at it, you eyeball it. I don't see any holes in the roof. I'm good, but it's a lot more complex than that. So John will come out there, John Williams at 817-734-2756, and I'll tell you what the truth is. I believe I know Gala's a member. I know Otto's a member. And Chris is a member over at Wild is Old Pro, I would assume is, because they've been around for a while.
Yes.
Okay. So they are. And then you have Camco, mortgage brokers, Sammy Campbell, Candy Gal. They've been doing it here for about 20 years. 817-778-4592 or Candy at 817-925-2661. You read all this stuff in the paper about rates. And, Sarah, do you ever pay attention? I know you used to be in real estate, but
No, I don't. I don't pay attention. All I know is
it's out. I mean,
Sammy's working with my brother-in-law right now, so that's greatness.
Who is now?
Sammy.
Sammy is. Oh yeah, I worked with her twice.
Yeah.
Back in other stops, and it was
She's
really
good
good.
peeps.
Yeah, she is, and both Burleson folks, and I think Sammy probably graduated about a couple of years before you did. We're not going to go
We're
there.
not doing that to either one of them.
We don't talk
than me,
about
but
that.
I don't know.
No. No, we don't talk about those things. All right. Do we got any nonprofits coming up? I do believe we do have one for Harvest House in April. I'm trying to April. I don't know the exact date. Do we have it? There it is. Vineyard Vibes. Oh, on April 14th. I was going to guess wrong. Okay, April 14th. It's going to be over at the Lost Oak Winery. That's another big time chamber member. I know they do a lot of stuff over there. And you can get on their page and get on that QR code, buy tickets. There's going to be a bunch of sponsors there. There's going to be several musical acts, including our friend Susie Morgan, and Susie and the Sissies are going to be there. And so it's going to be a really great day. So that's something put on your calendar. Speaking of calendars, let's talk about y'all for a while.
Okay.
Let's talk about the showcase. Do y'all have some photos for that?
Oh, I didn't bring any of those.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, fine. But tell us, what do you think about it? I know I liked it quite a bit. Do you think it was successful?
Yeah, I really liked it. I loved, actually my favorite part was when just walking around and seeing everyone, but every vendor there had a smile on their face. They genuinely looked excited to be there. They were networking not only with the public who had come in, but they were also making their own connections from business to business. So it was
that was what I was going to say. The business to business, I watched at least 3 connections, and it was huge. And
well, I know it worked for me personally. I was there kind of for BNI, and so I talked to them about BNI, and then they'd say, "Well, what do you do?" And I talked about the podcast, and a couple of them have reached out and said, let's talk about it.
Yeah, that's
But-
awesome.
So if I get a couple of sponsors out of it, it was well worth the time and money. I can tell you that
Yeah.
because and I really did enjoy, most people there are, they know they're in a community event. So everybody's got, getting along. There's no tension at all. It was great.
Yeah.
I walked in there about quarter to 10 or 9:40 roughly to help set up. And it was already going. They didn't wait until 10 o'clock. They were already going
The
around.
ambassadors did amazing. They were phenomenal. They're a good group of chamber arms, and yeah, they did a spectacular time. Now the weather was gorgeous, so
Well,
the food trucks and the peeps outside, they got some attention, which was good.
Yeah.
Well, the weather being outside, I think a lot of people came early, so that
I think so too.
because I've been to the last one, and the last one, I think was
Cold and rain.
yeah, and I think that the crowd was more spread out through the 4 hours. It was very crowded, I think, the first 2 hours, and then the last hour or so it kind of thinned out. I think because that was when the sun's out and it's 70 degrees and whatever, and that's also when a lot of the soccer is being played and that kind of thing.
Also true.
So you get that going on. So I think the numbers are. I don't know. Do y'all keep track of numbers?
We did not when they came in. Like, we'll count the bags, what we've got left, but that's still only if you caught every single person who came
Right.
through the door with the bag. So
Well, I personally think that the crowd was a little bit bigger than last time. It just was more bunched up, so
Yeah.
to speak.
Yeah,
the
good.
first 2 hours.
We had great feedback from our businesses that were there, so we're looking forward to it again next year.
Yeah.
Yes, and but when we do these things at Pathway, which is a very generous contributor to our events.
absolutely.
Next time I get Victoria or Dan or somebody else on the show, I'm going to start hassling them. We need a convention center like Cleveland has. Wouldn't that be
Nobody's
great?
actually brought that up, so
Really?
I think it would be great for you to do so.
Yeah, well,
You're kidding. I was like, I'm totally kidding. It wasn't quite
think
dry
the-
enough for me to get, so I was like,
well,
remember
no-
that survey we sent?
oh yeah, yeah, right. But I know, I remember that.
Alex?
Yes, but I'd like to see a convention center and all this because I think it would add a lot of business. I think you'd get a lot more for y'all to expand y'all's numbers, but it'd also expand so many opportunities for
Yeah.
this community.
I think if they built it, they will come. Like, we will definitely fill it and use it, and
Easily.
not just us. Yeah.
Easily. But of course, I might not even be around anymore. I mean, these things take forever to build. I mean, it is like, okay, we decide tomorrow. That's why I get kind of tickled about some of these plans that are proposed to the city council, and then people think they're going to start breaking dirt the next day, and it's like, give me a break.
Yeah.
I hope to be alive when that thing is started, and that kind of thing. Well, you got that look on.
Because don't say that. You're going to be around forever.
It looks so morbid. Well, I'm an old man.
You're not old.
Okay. Anyway.
And that puts me as old because you weren't that old whenever you taught me.
I was young, a lot younger then, yeah, a lot more naive. But as far as the showcase, what kind of feedback were you getting? You mentioned you got a lot of it.
Yeah,
what
we
did they
did
say?
get a lot of really good feedback. That they had lots of people who had come in. We'd had a lot of vendors, almost 90, maybe even just over with everyone that was outside too. So it was a good turnout, and we were happy about
The
it.
businesses were happy to connect with other businesses. That
Yeah.
was, our community liked being able to come in and find a roofer or find a,
Well, for me, it's almost like Halloween because I go around and
Trick or treat.
you got a little candy.
Yeah.
I put it in the bag. I got 2 jars of it back home now, and also a pen. How nice! I lose pens. I have the worst luck with pens. Anyway, I pick one up brand new, it's dead. Once it gets in my hand, it dies. But so I got a whole bunch of pens and notepads and other little knickknacks like that. So
the bingo game was fun too.
Yeah.
That was like a,
some people took that seriously.
yes, they did. They stayed until the very end to make sure that they got every single person. It was great.
We'd be sitting at the B&I table and they'd come by and say, "Sign this." Well, don't you want to hear what we do? Not really.
Okay, so maybe
Yeah, okay, we'll sign it,
we need to
whatever. Beat it.
rethink that a little bit. But
Add a little,
No,
like,
that
disclaimers
was just
to
a
it.
couple that did that. Most of them would come by and
the kiddos were signing it. The other ones.
yeah, and then most of them were, they come by and we talk about B&I and whatnot, and my wife was there with Southern Gym, and they had stuff going on. And a lot of them had these little contests, none of which I won, of course.
Margaret, no, you're excluded.
I guess no, I haven't won. and only time in my life I've ever won one of those drawings, I think when I was going back to school ETA, I won a case of Orange Crush from a car wash opening. Yes.
Actually, that would have been great.
And that's it. I mean, I could lose in a one-man contest. So I'm just saying, I can't, those things I draw, whatever, I'm not going to win. And I don't. But anyway.
Not with that
Do you have any things that maybe you want to do differently next year? I mean, or is it like, or do you think that
There's definitely always room for improvement. Yes.
Well, I don't know about improvement so much, but just maybe some different types of formats or whatever, or opportunities.
Yeah.
What would you improve on it then? I mean, really, it looked great to me, but what?
Maybe just things like on the back end, like for us, checks and balances for us, or things to just make it easier for vendors. If there were like an actual online application that you could submit right then, and just trying to streamline and simplify for both businesses and us.
Well, I always think of these things like a wedding. The bride notices all the little glitches, and everybody else is just there for the. It's great, it's fine.
Yeah.
And if there's one little thing here goes off a bit, well, somehow I think the sun will come up the next day.
Yes.
I learned that from student council. Because putting on a homecoming parade or something, or some other event, it's like, oh, this isn't working out. Well, they don't care. They just want the candy,
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. As long as everybody else sees that it's fine and feels that it's going fine, which, again, I think it did.
Oh, absolutely.
Then mission accomplished. But just on our end, always working towards how can we make it bigger and better, and that's what I want.
Well, Jeremy Bleeker is the president of our B&I group, and you know him well, I'm sure, by now. I do. And he's on the board, I believe, right?
He is, yes.
Who is the president of the board?
Jack Matson.
Okay. Oh, from Legal Shield and, and Toys, the Toy Drive. Yeah, I have him on prior to the Christmas season. That's a great program. Yeah. But we have, last year, he said, we need to do this showcase. And we thought, well, okay, sure, why not? And it worked out really well. This year, he said, you want to do the showcase? And it was like, do you have to ask? Yeah, of course. Whatever. I mean,
So you found it a plus.
A big
positive
plus.
And
yeah. I mean, it really is.
Did you recruit anybody?
There's a couple I'll see Wednesday, and we did see one of them last Wednesday. We meet every Wednesday at 8:45, roughly, at Old South, and I saw one last weekend, and see, we're not just a kind of a group you drop in and have a little coffee or a couple of donuts. I mean, it's got all this format to it, and so if you register as a guest, you fill out this little form online, and so we know you're coming and whatnot. And we also are very exclusive in the sense that you only get to be. You're the only person in that room with your profession. So if somebody wants to come in and we already have a plumber. And we say, well, there's other B&I groups, but we already have our plumber. It's not like y'all take as many plumbers as will be there.
That's accurate. Yeah.
Well, it's a chamber of commerce.
Yes, we're different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different deal. And so, I've seen about 3, and that is good for us. We're a small group.
And you said you meet where at Old South? I'm putting a plug in now for Old South, and they have they have the room that you can actually.
Yes.
That's how we use that room.
Do you use the projector that they have there? I'm totally plugging it, Rex. I hope you're listening. She's like, we're trying.
Yeah.
Well, another thing is kind of on a side note about Old South and our place. Those Rex and Otto are friends, good friends. You'd think they have a very similar restaurant, and there'd be a lot of competition, but it's appropriate competition, you might say, good competition.
Healthy.
Yeah. I mean, one of Otto's best friends is Jaime over at Fresco's.
That guy.
Yeah. You know that guy?
I know that guy.
Yeah. It's so, so they, I've talked to a lot of people in other areas, and you don't get much animosity in the competition. There's a lot, when Matt Cobb was here, it's going to be close to 3 months now. He was here on the show. And, he took over for his dad who had died. And so about a 6-month period, there wasn't much plumbing going on because they were trying to get things up and ground. And some of the competing plumbers would send Matt business just so it can keep the bills paid until they got on their feet again. I thought...
Our community is...
You don't find many communities like that, So I thought that was pretty special.
We're growing, but we're still a small family.
I think so. And I think that drives a lot of our conversation when I talk to city council people is that, we're expanding, we got all this stuff going on, we got to build these streets and blah, 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 but they still are very, very intent on keeping family community kind of thing. And I think the chamber does a real good job with that. I mean, y'all have grown quite a bit in the last 4 years, post COVID, I suppose. Yeah. So
We're continuing.
well,
Yeah.
Now, as far as other things going on, do you have some video or not video, but visuals?
I do.
Yeah. Okay, throw
All
them up
the
there.
things.
Throw them up there.
Take your pick,
Which
Taylor.
one do we
Which-
want? Take my pick.
Whatever you want.
Maybe in like the correct.
Yeah, well, I just.
I
mean,
don't
you could
know. I
do.
mean, you could random. but
Okay, what we got
He
here?
did go random.
The golf tournament.
Alrighty.
All right, well, that's way off, isn't it?
It is.
June.
So we'll go backwards.
The day after my birthday, I'm just saying.
we'll pick
Wait,
Just
wait.
so anybody needs to
Go
know.
the other direction, Taylor. Just go from the. All right.
It's fine. It'll bring us to the closest one that's coming
Yeah,
up.
that is
All
true.
right,
It's
okay,
fine.
good too.
Taylor,
Okay.
you're so
Wow.
smart.
Here.
Way to go.
Yeah,
You're so
here's
smart.
the first one.
So
No, go back. Now you okay? You messed up my show, guys. I mean, it's a
Hey,
smooth
back
I'm
to
trying
the
to
golf
find
tournament.
operation.
Okay.
All right, there you
So
go.
day after Sarah's birthday. So when you come, you,
You know,
can
I mean,
bring her a little present, or at least tell her
happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So this will be at Southern Oaks.
Yeah, Southern Oaks. That's a good golf course. We got two really nice courses around here. Yes,
1-1.
Yeah. So
It's not on there, but I want to talk about it.
go ahead. Go ahead.
talk about what?
Hole in one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Hi. So Texas Health usually South is doing a hole in one at this golf tournament, and you could walk away with like a $70,000+ vehicle if you get a hole in one.
Of course, it's on a par 5, so you know.
It's not. It's on the par.
It's
three.
realistic.
It's realistic. Yeah. So
Which is why I'm
get your
like
tickets
looking
now.
at actual good cars to like, what would my husband want to actually win from this?
We're excited about that.
And I think I have good taste. I straight up have good taste. So I feel like I'm going to be picking a good
You talking about cars or husbands?
truck.
All the things.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm responsible for picking that out. So you'll like
I
it.
mean, the car isn't already bought or whatever. You get to choose the car.
Yeah, to fit the insurance. I've learned so much about this. It's pretty cool.
Oh wow! How about
really
that?
neat.
So it isn't like you see in these other golf tournaments on TV. They have like the Mercedes-Benz Open and they have a big car out there.
Yeah.
It's already displayed. So this car is, you'll have some choice in what you get, huh?
No, I'm
No,
going to pick
she
it for you.
You pick it for you.
It's
Yeah.
my
Picks it,
choice.
but
She
I promise
picks it,
she has
okay.
really good taste.
Okay, I
it's-
get it.
You'll like it.
We
Yeah.
won't do basic anything.
No.
It won't be a Tesla, Taylor.
Rolls Royce.
But
Or that.
local dealership. But
Exactly.
Jerry Chevrolet.
I promise it'll be
Yeah.
fancier.
Well, and so it's Southern Oaks.
Southern
the day
Oaks.
after Sarah's birthday, which
That's right.
everybody knows. It's. I think it's a local holiday, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It is at the chamber, actually. I'm just kidding. We'll be at work.
June 13th, 2024.
Yes. So you can go ahead and register individual or your team of 4. I would suggest the team of 4. But
It works out
You
for
do
me.
you. Yeah,
Well, it's
gonna be
more
a good
fun.
time.
Is it going to be like best ball or just something like that? Because that's what a lot of these tournaments do. You know what I'm talking about?
Best ball.
It means you have 4 guys, they tee off, and you,
I know it's not going to be a scramble.
Okay.
yeah, scramble. I mean,
I'm like, I don't know what.
all right. Here's what happens. Okay.
She was out for the week. And
I know,
it's
she
like
got
the first time we
vacation
got to
head.
see each other.
Well, anyway, no, best ball is where you have like 4 guys tee off, and then you play the best lie, and then the other guys pick up their balls, and they drop it near the best lie, and then you have 4 guys hit it, and they always shoot the best lie, as opposed to
It's just a regular golf tournament.
yeah. So if I get up there and I shank one in the woods, but my partner puts one down the middle of the fairway, that's the ball we'll be playing, and that kind of thing.
I don't think those are the rules.
that's kind of the rules. I've done several of those.
That's kind of. It's kind
No,
of. the rule.
I've been in those kind of tournaments before where you just, so I shank one in the woods, I just go get another bag out of the ball and drop it nearby. The best line.
A
we hit
scramble?
again. Yeah.
Okay, I hadn't heard what you were calling it
Yeah.
before.
Okay.
Best ball.
Yeah. But anyway.
Anyway, golf tournament.
The golf tournament, yeah. And I assume you'll have co-ed teams and all this other stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. You
I
can
mean, it's just going to be a scramble if you sign up as an individual. You're just going to get put in with somebody that doesn't have a full team of 4.
that's good. That's good too. But I haven't golfed in a while, but I was always like the last one picked. It's just like elementary school all over again for football. I was the last one picked. But because I'm a fair golfer, but I always got somebody on there. You always have one guy on the squad that can
carries the team.
Yes, of course. But anyway, there you go.
Next.
Look at Miss
Now
Victoria.
we're going back to March. So this,
Hey now. I'm gonna mute your mic.
Sarah, this is actually this Friday. This is our sold out Women's Day luncheon and fashion show that's put on by the Power of Heels. So we'll talk about it, but if you didn't already sign up, you have unfortunately missed out. So this is at Lost Oak Winery.
Of course.
Yes.
That do you have any men at that, or is it strictly for women?
It's Women's Day, International Women's Day.
Oh, brother.
Hey,
Every
you said that out loud.
well, every day is Women's Day at my house, or
But true story. Yeah, that is
Good
true.
cover.
Nice
Good
save.
cover. Yes.
Women's Day. When is it going to be Men's Day?
That's
that's
like
every
the
day
other
too.
Every day, too.
364 days of the year.
Okay, I get you.
Moving on.
No. To talk about this, what is it? It's not just for. What is it? You get members, or you get out? Do you have like professional models do this, or is it members that are modeling the clothes?
No, it's regular members. It's regular people modeling. I mean, Victoria does a fantastic job, so she could
a
be
model
an
anyway.
actual model. But yeah, it is our local boutique vendors who will be there, and it is, like I said, the Women's Day luncheon with the fashion show. They used to be two separate events, and it is combined now into one. And so there will be some vendors there and some shopping opportunity, but luncheon and fashion show.
And you say it's sold out.
It is sold out.
It's sold out on Friday. I was
Really?
supposed to have it like still open until tomorrow, and we sold out on Friday.
How many people will be there?
I don't remember 100.
We're seating like over 100.
Yeah.
It's going to be catered and all that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
No, they're gonna,
I know.
Yes. Who went on
You know,
the
when you hear a
vacation?
question and you're like, wait a minute, what words did you just
wait,
did I do
I
that?
just-
It has to.
No, I just wondered if you have
That
to
had
bring a
travel
sack
from his
lunch
mouth.
or something.
No,
Chicken salad
we'll
chick,
provide food
right?
for you at this
Chicken
event.
salad chick, you said? Oh, my wife loves that place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. I had
Yeah.
it for the first time like a month or so ago.
That was your first time to have it? Oh,
Yeah.
where are you? Oh, under a rock.
Yeah, I am. But it was really good. It was really good.
You know, it's funny how certain places like that come in, there are people that really get excited. I remember when Chick-fil-A came in over by the highway. I mean, you'd have thought, the Martians have landed. I mean, they were so excited. But I tell you, this maybe shows my age again a little bit, was when Chili's went in back in the late 90s.
Chili's was a big deal.
That was a big
And we didn't have to
deal.
drive over to Hewlin for a chocolate shake and
Yeah.
a Chili's
on.
bacon and cheese.
Well, I think that Chili's coming in, and then they started doing, Spring Creek and On the Border, et cetera.
Yeah.
I think that spurred us to get serious about putting restaurants in Burleson.
Yeah.
And, cross the highway. And then when they changed the liquor laws a little bit, you got Fresco's and these others coming in. And I think,
She's so hungry. You're losing her.
Can we stay on?
okay, fine.
Hey, thanks.
Not this one.
So,
You can go to the
okay, so I've had several people today try to register. You cannot register anymore. Registration is closed. It's sold out, but we will be more than happy to see you next March.
Next March. We'll give you.
Always on International Women's Day.
Always.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
in order, March 12th, so that is next Tuesday, which is crazy to believe that we're already at
Yeah.
like
I
the
mean,
middle
January
of
and
March.
February lasted like a full year.
Oh my gosh, they
March is
did.
flying.
Yeah. So we will be at Moretti's for Network at Night, which is always the second Tuesday of the month from 4:30 to 6.
I will be there for that one.
Excellent.
It's because normally I have a class on Tuesday. That's spring break next week.
Yep.
So, Hill's getting spring break, and Lisa Schwartz owns this business.
Yes.
And they do great work. And I went there just prior to Thanksgiving, and they got the popcorn. They have some of that fancy fudge, but they mostly have those oils and
Vinegars.
and all that stuff.
That's what I'm excited about. She said they were. I talked to her last week. She said, yes, we'll, of course, they're going to make up some cool little popcorn for March and probably St. Patty's Day. But she
Yeah.
said it's going to be focused more towards the olive oil.
Yeah,
And-
it's-
which I haven't had any of. So I will walk out with something next week.
Well, see, I do the cooking in the house, because Robin works, most days, and I like to cook anyway. And I could think of all these various things I could use those oils with. And it's just like, I could and you don't have to get like a big old jug of it, of course. You can get
Yeah.
smaller containers of it.
Yeah.
See,
And
this is
Yeah, I got over like Christmas they had, and they may still have, but like just the little bottles that you can make a 4-pack of, and you can do your own. And I did some for presents, and some
That's a
for
good
me,
present.
and even their vinegar, which I was talking to Tammy, one of the ladies that work there, and she sold me on a coconut vinegar that I was like, this does not sound right. Just in water. And yes, I love it. It was so delicious.
And we have all these
And it's actually good for you.
One thing Rob and I like to do is we also like, bread and oil and all that kind of stuff. And they have all these various flavored oils.
So good.
Are you still hungry
Back
there,
to
Sarah?
the food.
She's killing me.
Well, like I said, I will be there for that one because
March 12th.
March 12th. And if you don't know where Moretti's is, it's on Wilshire. I believe it's next to like a pool supply company. And is that
Kid to kids over there.
Yeah, right,
and a
yeah.
Subway.
Subway? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
More
Subway.
food.
I really like their meatball sandwiches. Right?
I like their tuna.
Tuna. Okay, we're still talking food, right? Anyway, what else?
Well, now I'm not sure what comes next.
Yeah.
Oh, business over breakfast. So this is always the last Tuesday of the month. And this has become one of my very favorite things.
It's so my favorite.
I love it. And like, I'm a structure person. Network at nights, honestly, are a little tricky for me because I have to step outside of my comfort zone and I have to go over and have conversation. And business over breakfast does it for me. I have my table that I sit at. So I talk to not just my table, but just my table. There are topics like table topics. There are mental health topics that we talk about. There's just so much more structure in this this event that makes me really happy. And it's always catered by BISD Culinary, which I love. I love that the CTE kiddos come in, a different program each month, and they talk to us about what they're doing, what it looks like to be in that class, how public can get involved, and all of that kind of stuff. But it's just fun to see kids like stretch and grow and just.
Well, I had Randy Woolsey on about 3 weeks ago. It was towards the end of February, and
She's amazing.
yes, and she's very enthusiastic.
Yes.
And Sarah and I, being old BHS veterans, I'm older.
I mean, you are
do
too.
know I still-
but,
No,
like, you're still a
but I
baby.
mean, no, but you weren't in the old building,
Right.
That's
true.
what we meant. That's what I
true.
meant.
Okay.
We were there at the older building,
school.
the old
Got
school,
it. Got it.
Legit.
which was like just holding on, basically duct tape and whatnot to the last couple of years.
Asbestos what?
But yeah, right. And so when you went to the new high school, so to speak, they already built in some better CTE programs. But over at the old high school, they had auto mechanics and such, but they didn't have anything like this.
Yeah.
That like the whole spread that they have is amazing to me.
And the breakfast actually looks like that.
Well, when they built,
It is really good.
when they
There's
built BHS, though, they intentionally built some stuff for CTE. So you saw some of it, but now, wow. Anyway, back to this. Sorry,
Focus.
back to this. Focus, yes. Rabbit. Anyway,
So you
this
should
is
come
over at
to
the
this.
brick. Yes.
It's at the brick all the time unless it's the summer. So when it's not, it's at the brick until it's not, because the summer school. No, what is it called? Summer camps. Good Lord. Summer camps at the brick.
It's summer vacation. We have it typically at
Russell Farms.
Well, I've heard tremendously good things about the whole thing, because not just the food and all this other stuff, but also just the program itself. And
You walk away fulfilled. It
Yeah,
really
you
fills
really
my
do.
tank.
Yeah.
uplifted, that kind of thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Like where you feel like there's actual connections being made, like less of that superficial level of things. You're actually connecting to someone where the next time you see them, you really remember because we actually get into
Derek's done really well about he puts together the mornings and
Who does now?
Derek Rose at
Okay.
he works at the Brick. He's a personal trainer and he is the diplomat, and this is a diplomats event every month. Diplomats is one of the arms. So we've got the ambassadors, Power Hills, and the diplomats, and this is actually a diplomat event that they put on. But he's been incredible, very intentional, which is our word of the year, intentional for making sure that you are talking and meeting people and diving deep into it. Like you said, not the superficial.
Well, you register, I assume, because you just don't want.
Yes,
all right.
you do.
Do you have to be a member to be part of this?
This
Yes.
one you do.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. And I bet you have to turn people away like you're doing with this luncheon this week.
Well, I have to turn the registration off at some point. The kids aren't gonna.
Well, I'm just saying.
They gotta know how much food
I'm
they're
just
cooking.
saying. Don't you get I know you get a pretty good crowd.
Yes, we do.
I've heard.
It has grown.
40 to 50, and it just keeps growing.
Yeah.
It's greatness, and it's only been.
How long y'all
for the
been
last-
doing this?
Just for the last year.
Yeah, this one's new.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard several people have gone to it. A couple from my B&I group, just a couple people I know, and they said they went because, well, it's a chamber thing. I need to do chamber things, and that's become one of their favorite things.
Good.
You know, so they.
It is early. I mean, we get it.
It is early.
Oh, for most of these people, you know, I'm one of the few older folks that sleep past 8. Everybody else that my age, like up at 4:30 or something stupid.
so gross.
I know it.
I can
you know,
sleep until 11 and then
gym.
still have
yeah.
because I have to.
Oh,
but like on a Saturday, I'll have to be woken up at 11, and I
must
don't
be
enjoy
nice.
it.
You know.
It really is. Really is.
Well, let's see what else we have.
Okay.
Look how pretty.
The Wild West Gala.
The Wild West Gala. So that is on April 5th, which is a Friday. It is from 6 to 10. So like our social hour, happy hour is from 6 to 7. And then real party is from 7 to 10. It is out at Medina Ranch again this year. And so we are really looking forward to that event.
Is it a Western theme?
Yeah, but like
Yes, sir,
nice
Mr.
Western.
Allard. It's a
Drover.
Western theme.
I kept waiting
It's
for you
not
to
really
do like
Western
horse.
like that. It's more
Sound effects
Western
in the
like
back.
she's fancy Western.
Right. You know, stuff you wear at, like,
Drover and stockyards.
right, the big
So
time
Country
rodeo,
Dove
right?
type.
Yeah, we're not talking about just right off the trail.
No, we're not. We're not talking about
So,
that.
and that's why Wild Cigars will be there.
I know,
Mixie Chicks
I know,
will be there.
I know Gala will be there. Mixie Chicks,
Mixie Chicks.
they're going to be on the show a week from Thursday.
We're not talking about the Dixie Chicks. We're talking.
No, Mixie
Okay,
Chicks.
good.
I would never
they're
have the Dixie
political.
Chicks.
Okay, all right.
No Dixie
They're
Chicks.
political for you.
No. Okay. Anyway. No, the Mixie Chicks I had on right before New Year's, and I said, well, we got to get you back on the show, and for St. Patty's Day and all this. So they'll be on the 14th.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, they're going to be there.
Samples.
Who?
Are you
I
good?
said samples.
Samples.
Oh.
They brought samples last
They
time.
have great
Did
mocktails.
they?
Yes.
Rachel's.
No, these were not mocktails.
Oh.
Nope.
They it was a coffee with a little
Okay.
giddy up in it. Yeah,
Okay.
So it was
Look,
great.
giddy up in it.
Well,
Wild
I'm
West Gala.
getting a Wild West thing here, partner. Okay, but you're not going to do like a pony stick
No.
thing, no, horse pony thing, no, nothing like that.
No, we will
No,
not.
we're gonna have some entertainment.
Who's singing?
Nobody's. I'm not singing. There will be some
There
entertainment.
will be no karaoke. Don't you put that in her head.
Karaoke is a great idea. You know.
I know, right?
Karaoke is amazing.
I got shot down.
Karaoke's great. You could have people singing country and western songs.
Maybe we'll turn that into like an
After hours.
after hours thing. On
you
a
know,
different...
she sang in high school, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Oh yes. She. You know.
I could talk about it all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Remember back when?
She'd get up there and sing, something
Show
from
choir days.
Reba or something like that.
Oh, she does love her some Reba.
Yeah, see, you could do that.
Fancy. It's
So,
fine.
Just keep plugging. She'll wear her down.
Anyway, R&L Dance Studio. They're gonna
Yes, will be the entertainment for the evening.
do a little jig.
I think I know where they're at. Are they out on Eastern Fro?
Yeah.
That's the studio that's near my house. Yes, I drive by it a lot. Yeah,
They're
okay.
so fantastic.
Yeah.
I love them.
well.
so, yeah.
It's going to be.
Frescoes is
Gonna cater.
okay. Yeah. So see, I told you like 3 things now that
Yeah,
why you need
Frescoes.
to be there.
I
And
remember-
a hat.
Listen. Cam Brantley with Cheddarbox Hats is going to be there for the women to buy a hat and get it branded for the women.
Wow,
The men are going to have their cigars.
it's just going to be great.
I mean,
Listen.
Well, here's the drill, though. On last April, you had something over at First Baptist, right? State of Education.
Yes.
Are you-
next slide, please.
Okay. All right.
So please get your tickets for Wild West Gala.
Yeah.
yeah, you can get that.
Right.
Oh,
All right.
all right. Not in order.
You just doing
What?
this one.
That's not it. There's
Do
a-
that one last, okay, Taylor?
April 5th. What other one is in April?
18th. Did you
yeah,
not send it?
Surely I did.
State of Education at First
the
Baptist
State of
Church.
Education.
Here, talk this one for now. Let me look.
Okay, we'll do that one. So this is
All over the
our-
place.
I know. Everything's on our website, y'all. You just go to the chamber
BurlesonChamber.com.
website, go to the events. Everything is on the website, under the calendar.
You can see them in order.
You can see them in order on the correct day of the week. Everything's hyperlinked directly to an information page or to register. So,
I don't have the other one.
No? Okay. Well, maybe I forgot to hit send. This is our Young Professionals group, which we are super excited about. It started in January. We were at Wild Cigar, and we have since moved to Fresco's on the back patio. So all the way to the back.
Nope.
Yeah. And so this is for our 40 and under crew, and it's the last Wednesday of every month from 5 to 6. It's just like it says, it's a happy hour just to get with people your own age. Womp womp.
Yeah.
And we have had really good turnout. The first one,
You're under 40.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
the first one that we had in January, I did go to, and that had about 15 people, which was great for the brand new first time. Last month, which we would have just finished, I didn't go to because I was on vacation.
Yes.
But it will be at Fresco's in the back, and so we're excited about it.
Every Wednesday?
It is the last. Just
Not
kidding.
every Wednesday.
It is the last Wednesday
yeah,
every
all
month.
in the way, yeah.
And so this is
Last
open to
Wednesday.
everyone. You don't have to be a chamber member, and you don't it doesn't cost anything. It just, we really want you to get connected with people your age who know the struggle that you're going through, who can celebrate with you and connect with you in your own age group.
Yeah, I could just see it now. Some guy walking there and going, "How you doing?" You know, is that kind of like Joey on Friends? Yeah, how you doing? Now, okay, fine. Okay, all right. Go back to the honey tour. I'm trying.
He was trying.
There you go. Okay, back to the honey
So
tour.
now the honey tour, totally in order, is coming up. It is May 25th. It's a Saturday. This is a big deal. If you want to register to attend, because it's got a million different races that you can, they're not races, they're rides. Anywhere from 7 miles to 67 miles, just based on how into it you really are. Registration is $45. It is open now, and we are really excited about this. It'll be the 23rd annual ride. That's crazy.
Well, I remember, I think it was near one of the first ones. My dad did it, and he had an RV at the time. We stayed down at Jellystone, and yeah, it was fun because it had a big hailstorm, you know. So my son was like 8, and we're sounds like we're in a, you know, the hail hitting the roof, and we couldn't sleep. But whatever. But it was he was nice about it, but it was not particularly well organized at the time. You know, he had to
I'm a
stop.
long way.
One of the things that, you know, these riders are really big on is having an uninterrupted ride, and they had to keep stopping. It seemed like for stoplights or trains or whatever.
We've got all the people.
Yeah.
Now, a train, I don't know that I can help,
I know.
but
Well oiled.
it is definitely a well-oiled machine at this
Yeah.
point. Everyone knows their role and knows it well and does it well, executes it well. We always are looking for volunteers and help
about to
for
say.
this, whether it is day of at a rest stop or just really helping out with registration, helping us with T-shirts, helping with set up and take down, so it's not always just the same
Even
two
the
people.
day before.
Day before, absolutely. We definitely have needs, and so you can find information about that and stuff on our website and Facebook, where you can register to volunteer. Because of course, I didn't send that one.
All right. Alex says this is the biggest event in Burleson.
It is, and it's the same day as the carnival too.
Oh,
So
yes.
Honey Tour Bike Ride kicks off that whole fun weekend with the carnival, and then Hot Sounds of Summer. It's a really big to do. Is that what you said? No, you said big to do.
I think it's the biggest thing Burleson does. I mean, like Alex says, because I remember seeing it, and I heard about it at Carnival Ride, all this other stuff. It has to be fun. I was really impressed at the whole downtown area. Of course, you need a lot of cooperation from those vendors down there, those businesses, because it is an inconvenience for a couple of days. But I think hopefully they benefit. I think they would. I mean, I know if I was taking little kids around, I need to stop off and have a drink somewhere. And so, you know, it's something like that.
She's like, he said that. Okay. He's true.
Are we done with the slides, Taylor?
We are if we want
That's
to
the
be.
last one I had.
Okay. Because there is one that we haven't gotten up here.
Okay.
It's the eclipse.
Okay.
You know about that?
I've heard about it, yes.
Yeah, it's a
Taylor-
big deal. So Alex
I was just going to point out that he
Chisenhall
mentioned
Park due to road construction.
Nice. Thanks for the update.
Yes.
Well, I guess that's good enough. Well, no, I thought it was kind of
That'd be
hometown
cool.
having it in downtown. Hopefully it goes
I
back
know,
to
but
downtown.
that'll be really neat.
Yeah, I like that it's going to be able to be more
fields.
spread out. Yeah, I
Like a
think
real
it's-
carnival.
Yeah,
Okay, well, that's fine. It's all good.
we're excited about it, Alex.
I just thought it was really hometown, seeing it amongst.
That part is cool.
But I'm sure the vendors and businesses are going to be okay with this.
Yeah, I would think so.
But you were talking about the eclipse. We're not doing a show that day actually, so Taylor can go
Yes.
tape it, video it.
Excellent.
Do you have protective video equipment for?
Oh, I got it all.
He got it.
Don't
That's
worry.
cool.
He-
Huh.
oh,
Anyway, we're
Alex
doing
says
it with the
yeah.
city.
Alex, I'm
Okay.
going to need you to keep up a little bit faster. So
We'll be
because
back
we have
in Old
moved
Town
on.
after this year. Okay, hello. We're on the eclipse, which will be held
Keep
in the
up.
plaza.
It will be in the plaza.
You're going to have the eclipse in the plaza. Well, that is so. Y'all plan so far ahead. I mean, that's like the first eclipse of this kind in like dozens and dozens of years, and y'all planned ahead.
We were, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so we're going to be working with the city, which is super
Yes.
cool. We have glasses and everything that you need. There's going to be cool. Like,
Oh,
yeah, can't
good.
even-
I'm going to come to that because I don't have glasses, and I decided, well, of course, I was around for the last whole eclipse, but I was in elementary school when it happened.
I don't know when the last one was.
It was.
you weren't
mean-
born yet.
Yeah, neither one. Yes, when I was in elementary school,
That explains
sis,
it.
y'all neither one were even a thought in anybody's head. So, no, I'm talking about when I was 8
Sorry.
years old, and and it was a big deal. It's like in third or fourth grade, and it was a real big deal. And we had the glasses, and we were out in the elementary playground and saw it. So who's calling me now? Oh,
President?
potential spam. No,
It's like
well,
they don't
it
know
could
you have
be.
a show.
Wrong show.
It's potential spam.
Wrong show.
So I just say, I'll get back with you later, Joe.
I thought you were really into it, and I was like, "Is that serious?"
I've done that before, but it's like
What's the day? Is
Mr.
it
Biden
April
couldn't
5th?
wait.
It's the 8th.
8th.
Which is, it's a Monday, and it'll be from 11 to 3 in the plaza.
We're going to have a DJ. And I say we as in, like the chamber in the city and
In the library.
in the library. Yeah, no, it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
They can take like goodies for the kids and.
Well, you can make a big deal out of all this.
I mean, it is kind of a
apparently-
big
It is a
deal.
big deal.
Yeah.
Like we've been to preparedness classes and meetings about the highways being shut down and just letting you know. I mean, don't panic or anything. But
my wife made an appointment on that day, and I need to go with her. And
it's not an eye doctor to get her.
no.
Pupils
It's
dilated, is it? 'Cause-
it's dealing with the
really
government,
unfortunate
which I'd rather go to the eye doctor. But no, it's dealing with Social Security and all that other business because we're getting there. And it's like, did you not know that was Eclipse Day? Oh well, we're going anyway. So
Do we know if the school's going to be back?
I would imagine
some
they would
schools
be in school.
systems are shutting
Shutting down, yeah.
I don't know about Burleson.
I doubt.
I don't know. I'll ask them.
Like
But
the little towns.
but like Ennis, I know is a big deal because apparently they're right in the middle of the path.
Yeah.
Smack dab.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's going to be cool. I don't know. I'm excited.
How long does
Closer
an
it gets.
eclipse last, Taylor?
4 minutes.
Yeah, it's about 4.5 minutes in Copperell, Texas.
Alex says the schools are still open. Only
Alex,
Ennis
we're
is
so glad that
closed.
you're on top of all these things. Maybe
Yeah.
you should just come with us next time.
I feel like
Just
he's
sit right
listening
here. He says
because
so far.
he's like babysitting the two of us. So he's
Is that what's happening?
I feel
I
like
don't
it.
think so.
Okay.
That's not what's happening.
Okay.
Who needs?
Hey, all it's got to
who
do is
needs
text
watching?
me, and then it's just a solid sensor.
Yeah. Now, but I did mention earlier about the state of the education. But is it state of business this time or something like that, or
State of the City.
city? Right.
Yes,
Okay.
and that is on April 18th
Yep. At First
at
Baptist.
First Baptist from 11:30 to 1.
I was there last April. Is Fresco still providing? Because that's right there is a draw
We
for
just
me.
fly by the seat of our pants
Ah,
on
good.
the food.
Just to say, bring a sack lunch.
No, we'll provide it, but who's doing it? Yet to be determined.
It's a secret.
It's a
To
secret.
even us.
To you, okay. So you just show up and my stars.
I haven't told her about it yet
Okay.
since she's been back from vacation.
Okay,
so.
things have happened. I just don't know.
I know. How was vacation?
It was so good.
Where'd you go?
We went to Punta Cana,
I guess that's Mexico.
Dominican Republic.
I know,
Dominican
right? I was
Republic.
like,
Sorry.
I always thought that was Mexico.
Yeah.
It was the Dominican Republic, and it was a glorious 4 or 5 days. I don't know
Too
how long.
long.
It was wake up, food, beach, swim, food, beach swim food, just, that was it.
Rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat all day long.
You
it
didn't
was
do
great.
any business on this trip, no?
No, I mean, the first few days I did have, there were things, but everybody was really respectful of the fact that I was on vacation and either I'm so sorry to bother you, don't worry about it, or never mind, it can wait. So I was thankful
I,
for
by
that.
the way, only did it once.
Yeah. I mean, I expect that some people, if you've got my cell phone, then, you didn't get my out of office email that said I wasn't going to respond until today.
I've never done that. I've never been to Dominican or anything like that. So are the beaches really nice there?
They were really nice. Yeah. It was very white powder sand and nice turquoise water. So it was good.
Fish.
No.
What?
Yeah.
Was it cold?
It was cold. Yeah. I mean, refreshing.
Aha.
Which means cold
Yes.
to everyone else.
Yes.
But it was really nice. There weren't fish. I mean, like our area by the resort, there weren't fish in the water, which I thought was odd, but also I was grateful for because they do kind of creep me out.
What about iguanas? Oh, sorry. We haven't talked.
Yes, I
I mean, there was a guy
we're catching up right
selling
here on the
pictures
air,
with
but
iguanas,
I'm just sitting here. Don't
but,
worry about me.
It's fine.
Oh, sorry.
It rained. That was
Was it
unfortunate.
like a nice?
No, it was like, downpour
Typhoon?
kind of a rain. No, with a PH, typhoon. Is that right?
What's that called?
Yes. Hurricane? Yeah. I don't know. Monsoon? I don't know. Good heavens.
Putting them all together. Get off your phone. We're sitting
No,
here trying
Robin texted me, dadgummit, and I have to respond to her right away. She
He
expects
says,
it.
get off your phone.
Get off her. No, I
Give company.
and, Robin says go to the post office. Well, anyway,
This makes for good air.
yeah, it does. No, I just had to respond because she's there waiting.
Yes, ma'am, on it.
Well, she has a package coming in that she's very anxious to get. Yes.
I do like mail days when I have stuff coming in. So, like the whole week leading up to birthday and after, I'm like, did we get the mail? Have you gotten the mail?
And then you get the card from your aunt and you open it up like that and see what falls out. Oh,
The older you get, the less
Nothing
and then
falls
it's
out.
just nothing.
At this point, you're just glad to be
$10
remembered by people. Yeah.
$10. Big
Hey,
deal.
$10
But-
At least I was remembered. That's what counts.
Well, I'm tired. I don't know about y'all, but
We were just like that.
Don't you have a full day?
full day. I'm going to have a full day. Yes, I'm going to Waco in about 2 hours. Somebody gave me tickets to the Baylor Texas basketball game.
Nice.
And Sarah will tell you I'm a big Baylor guy, right? No,
you can't tell.
You can't tell. So I'm going to see this new arena for the first time. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, they say it's fantastic. And
Are you
all
going
this.
by yourself?
Yeah, because it's
Better that way.
No, well, it's a late game. I mean, if anybody went with me, would be back like after 1 o'clock. And
You're not staying the night?
No, it's just an hour
please
and a
be
half
careful.
drive. Yeah, okay.
I hate staying the night.
Yeah.
I would rather just go home.
Well, plus
Always.
the fact that I want to go and see. I haven't been on campus in 5 years, so I'm going to go check it out.
Oh,
Yeah, and-
walk down memory lane.
yeah, something like that.
Probably looks the same.
But I talked to a couple people, and they said, "Yeah, I'd like to, but I have to get up to work in the morning. And Tuesdays, I don't. I mean, I'm semi-retired, so I get up around 8, and it's not a bad day. And the only day I get up early is for BNI at 7:45.
And you should start getting up early on the second Tuesday of the last Tuesday of the month
For
for
breakfast.
business
yes.
over breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be quite the sight. I look like I would just woke up under a bridge.
That's fine.
All right.
Thanks, Taylor. Tuesday, March 26th.
Okay.
It's greatness.
Greatness.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I feel like we've added a lot in an hour.
Well, we'll have you on again about this time next month. I got a couple of days. I just leave one day open early in the month for y'all because who would not want to have
Who
this?
wouldn't love this?
I mean,
Come
But
on.
no, you got a lot of stuff going on in April. In April, you got the gala and you got the. I already
The
forgot.
might
gala,
just
the
send-
eclipse,
Yeah,
the
right,
state of
right.
the city.
Right,
We
you
might
got
just
a-
send Taylor
yeah.
some, visuals if we can't make it in
Okay.
next month.
Okay, and I'll just say, well, there it is.
Oh, well, we actually just discussed that we weren't going to do next month because the eclipse.
No,
Didn't we just say that like
no, that's the 8th. I have the 2nd open for you.
Oh, got it.
All right.
Yeah, we ain't doing a show on the 8th.
Yeah, no, I left it open for you just because.
Got it, okay.
I am getting some candidates ask for time. So
They're more than,
Yeah, but I say no. Chamber comes first.
Listen, we're a big deal.
You're
I don't know if they know.
Kind of a big
We're
deal.
kind of a big deal.
Oh, then Robin texted me again, but I'll wait till after the show to answer her.
Hi, Robin.
Robin, sorry. We're almost done.
All right.
I mean, we could be done now.
We are.
Okay.
Anyway,
Get out.
so we are.
If she'll just post it like Alex does, then we can just see, and it would be that'll be faster. Thanks, Alex.
All right.
You're so worn out.
Wrap it up.
That was a fun
We'll be
show,
here next
ladies.
month.
Next year, every year, all weekend.
We're a good
Stop by
time.
the chamber anytime.
Be sure to tip your
We're
waiters on the way out. Anyway, tomorrow I have Tiffany and Nico, and then I have two people on, two shows on Thursday. I have Brandon Crisp, who's running for city council in the morning, and then 11, I have Doughboy Donuts coming in.
Oh, Melvin. He's on our
Melvin.
Again with
board.
the food. We have.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robin and Gayla use him some for their events, and they say he's just a really nice man. So.
Yeah, he really is.
He is nice.
So we're going to talk about Doughboy Donuts. Maybe we'll bring samples, right?
Can we just get
You
an
better.
invite to these?
Well, you,
I mean,
you can
you know.
walk on in.
Okay.
Come on
Gina's, Doughboy.
Yeah, it's
It's like
just-
you get all the mixed chicks.
in. Yeah, well, that's kind of a big deal,
I'm a
you
kind
know.
of a big deal.
deal, yeah. Okay.
Yes, you are.
I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.